Saint Bharat Palani from Tokyo. Can say with love and regard, Gyan and Gyan. Since it is the only thing that people should keep on our devices if they are on use of love, so that everyone can enjoy this blissful moment.
Can say with since are you all able to listen sense?
Yes.
Is the voice audible? Since as the today's topic was youth guided by the truth. Since thus will first of all take an example that we see that a doctor uses a knife to treat his doctors or to treat his patients, and similarly there the same instrument is in the hands of a criminal or a burglar, since who was on a mission to steal something or to harm someone. Since if we see the instrument is exactly the same, the knife, but there's a difference between a doctor using a knife and a criminal or a burglar using a knife. There's a difference between both of them using the same instrument, which is knife. Since then, what is the difference then? If the instrument is same, then where does the difference lie? Since the difference is clearly lying between the guidance which both of them are giving to their respective instruments, which they have in their hands. Since a doctor is guiding his knife to save the people, and similarly, on the other hand, we see that a criminal is guiding his knife to harm others or to kill the lives or to kill the people. Since similarly we see that the biggest power, the biggest instruments I can say of a nation is its youth. Since the youth is the most significant power or most significant instrument of a nation, of society, and of this planet as a whole, this universe as a whole. Since last updates of the corona, Das was watching the live updates. Since in Italy we saw that around more than 17,000 people lost their lives due to this COVID-19 outbreak. Since we see the complete update, if we see, since we will find that of all those 17,000 people, if we see that some people were recovered from the disease and some ended up losing their lives. And why did it happen that some of mostly the people in Italy were not able to recover themselves? If we see that Italy was one of those countries which could not maximize its recovery graph, means the deaths were more than the recovered people. Since the main reason was that Italy is one of those countries which consisted of more old age people rather than the youth or the other age group people. Since this is the recent example which cites that how and to what extent youth is important to a nation. And since Das was reading that of all those more than 17,000 people, 85% of the people consisted of the population which died, they were more than 17-year old. Since so this is the recent example which we can see that. In other terms also we can all of us know that the youth are always full of energy, enthusiasm, zeal, passion to do something, and certainly they can do anything, they can achieve anything. So there's a need to guide that energy, that enthusiasm in the right direction. Sense and the most right direction in the world, we all know that is the direction of the truth, the path of the truth. So all we need to do is that to guide that energy on the path of the truth, and that can only be guided by a true master. Since if we see grammatically also, the word true is an adjective which has its origination from the abstract noun truth. So in that sense also, truth and true are both interconnected, both interlinked. So the path of truth can only be guided by a true master, which we call Satguru. So since please bless the us also. Let us all pray to Sadhguru Mataji that this energy of youth shall be guided by you in the right direction, and all other energies, other types of another example does remind that if we are watching this online discussion congregation in the form of Gyan Charcha, since we are using electrical energy for witnessing this congregation, similarly, since other if that electrical energy is misused, then it can create a short circuit, it can create electrical shock to anyone. And if that electrical energy is not misused and guided in the proper way, the result is we are witnessing the grace of Sadhguru in the form of this online holy congregation. Since so, let us all pray to Sadhguru Mataji that we all shall guided in the on the path of the only Sadhguru can guide us on the path of the truth, and no one else. Even if we want, then also we would need the grace of the Sadhguru to be on the right path, to be in the right direction. So bless Das also that these words shall not remain only words, that they should not merely remain words, but they are injected, they are followed by me in the activities, in the day-to-day routine activities, so that the Gyan which we have got shall uh, we need to celebrate that Gyan, we need to inject that Gyan in our activities, as the quote also says that Gyan अगर कर्म में डल जाए तो ही वो जीवन का श्रृंगार बने. Since this is what that seeks blessings from you. Next, we would listen to Behan Leena ji also. Behan Leena ji would also want to say something about the topic youth guided by truth. So next, Das will hold the mic to Behan Leena ji.
Reverend Saints sing in one humble voice, Dhanal Karji. Saints, first of all, Dasi wants to thank you to the entire KP Satsangat, especially Mahatma Ashok ji and Behan Komal ji, who are providing us these divine blessings in the form of Gyan Charcha in this present scenario. Saints, moving further, Dasi quickly come to this topic, which is youth guided by truth. So, firstly, tell me who are the youths? So, the answer is very simple, we. In fact, in this Gyan Charcha, many of us are youth. So, we can say that youth is that time of the life when the individuals are full of energy. The crux of this is to channelize this energy in the right path. So, here our topic becomes that the youth must be guided, or it can be said that to guide us towards the right path through spirituality. Let us take an example. When we pour water in a container, it takes its form. Similarly, this is the phase of the life where we need to mold our body and soul in the right container. It is generally said that the actions which we perform today determine our entire future. So, for making our future bright and blissful, we have to channelize our energy in the right path, and that right path will be serving for the humanity. Now, for this, a guide or a mentor for providing us right direction. Now, who is that guide? That guide is none other than our Sadguru. As we all know that truth is only one in this universe, that is Nirankar, which is omnipresent everywhere. He is the Sadguru, and the Sadguru is that who teaches us about that truth. He is the one who guides us to the real path. It is our duty to go in the congregations or to Sants and Mahapurush or our Sanchalaks, Sevadak Sanchalaks, and ask them that how to perform our duty. Our nation is also performing so many efforts today to enrich us in the form of Sant Nirankari Charitable Foundation. All of that we have to do that, to take part in that, in all the cleanliness drives, in all the plantation drives, and in recently in NY, that is Nirankari Symposium. Yes, NYS, सत्संगत जी, समय के रहबर सतगुरु माता जी, सतगुरु सुदीक्षा माता जी ने हमें ये एनवायस के रूप में दात बख्शी है. सत्संगत जी, इसमें युवाओं को शक्ति, को ही माता जी की गाइडेंस की ओर स्ट्रॉन्ग किया जाता है। सत्संगत जी, NYS एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म है जहां हम हर चीज, चाहे भले फिर वो कोई गेम्स हो, स्पोर्ट्स हो, चैनल डिस्कशन हो, कल्चरल इवेंट हो, हमें आगे बढ़ चढ़ कर पार्ट लेना है और साथ ही हमारे जो भी फेलो डिवोटीज हैं उनसे हमें जाकर मिलना है और उनसे समय समय पर उनसे गाइडेंस लेनी है ताकि हमारा जो ये विश्वास है और भी पक्का बनता जाए। सत्संगत जी, at the end, Dasi would like to say that saints come together and let us pray in the holy feet of Sadguru Ma that please bless Dasi, please bless the whole Satsangat, that I will also channelize my energy in the right direction and give my part to this world. Sincere with love, Dayanand Kaji.
Since Das would take one more minute, and Das would take the apology to say that yesterday when Das listened to Reverend Mahatma Shokji, so Das would request you everyone that please don't count Das in the list of the speakers. Das certainly do not want to become a speaker, rather than Das want to become a listener. The moment Das heard his name in the list of the Reverend Mahatma Ashokji, that these are the list of the speakers who would gonna speak tomorrow on the topic, there was a sense of being something, that yes, I am something and I am gonna speak something. So please bless Das, that Das would not run in the race of being something, in the race of being speakers. Rather, Das would run, and we all should run in the race of being listeners first than speakers. The more we listen, the more we learn. That the quote itself states that. Say with love, the Anantaji.
We will be taking 1 minute spiritual break. After that, we will be listening to Bharat ji from Jodhpur, and after Bharat ji, we will be taking blessings from